free today with ease, knowing like I'm not gaining weight that would translate to strength output I've been having. I'm not eating enough. Then the next day I PR, and I was like, you know, getting kind of excited at the time. I was
leanest I'd ever been, and I was able to hit bench PRs. I added 20 pounds onto my bench. Maybe I'm at 30 pounds if I actually were to get some carbs in my system. So, you know, my shoulders are bigger, my chest is bigger, my legs are bigger, I'm stronger, I'm leaner. It's just, everything is good. Like, it just, Turkesterone works.
Just hold it right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just hold
Let me
it right
know
there.
when to
Does
start.
it? Oh, it's already filming though.
Oh, sorry.
So I just need. Yeah. Ready? I don't even remember how to flex. It's been so long. It's kind of.
Mic is on. Okay. I turned on the mic before I turned on the camera. Welcome to my 8-week recap of using Turk Builder from Greg Doucette's supplement line, HTLT Supplements. I'm not sponsored, neither am I being paid to use or talk about the supplement. I paid full pop for all of my Turk Builder bottles and any other supplements that I buy from Greg because I'm not sponsored and I'm just supporting him. All right, so quick recap, and then I'll go into depth about everything. For the first 4 weeks, I used 2 pills a day. And then for the second 4 weeks, weeks 5 through 8, I used 4 pills a day. What did I experience? I experienced a full physique recomp. I'm the same weight on day 0 as I was on the last day of week 8. However, I am leaner, which means I gained muscle and lost fat, which is my physique recomp. On Turkesterone. My strength increased almost every session. Whenever it didn't increase, I chalked that off to lack of sleep. I don't think that Turkesterone just stopped working. It's just because I got like 4 hours or 5 hours of sleep the night before. Turkesterone works, but by a small margin for me. There is a genetic aspect to it. Everything else should be in check before you use it. Your diet, your training routine, your sleep. Beyond that, don't be afraid to use it because I experienced no bad side effects. I only experienced good side effects, as in I had increased appetite, which means I had to eat more to just feel satiated or to not feel hungry all the time, but I didn't gain any weight from the calories. Disclaimer, I had muscle memory assisting me. Before Turkesterone, I didn't work out for 4 months. However, this is the fastest I've ever recovered my muscle memory and strength in my entire life. And I've had muscle memory 2 other times in my life for the same reason. I didn't work out for 4 months before Turk because I moved across the country. And the other times I went through muscle memory was also because I moved across the country. Turkesterone made my muscle memory the fastest recovery I've ever had in my life. So I think it works. I'm impressed, and it was just really easy to push myself and do things every day at the gym. For a deeper background, I'm a 22-year-old guy. I've been lifting for 10 years, but I've been lifting with structure and purpose since I was 17. I'm 5'9" and currently 166 pounds. My diet, workout routine, and sleep, and everything relevant were kept as consistent as possible. I weighed in every morning after using the toilet and before I drank or ate anything. My body weight and physique are kind of tied together. It's just more to prove that I went through a recomp. My body weight stayed the same, but my physique, I'm obviously more muscular. And sure, you're like, oh, you're flexing in the photos. In both the before and after photos, I was like flexing my abs and my arms and my shoulders and my chest to not look terrible in the photo because I didn't even intend my before photo to be a before photo. It was just a photo that I took at my pool, and that was it. So I recomped, I lost fat, and I gained muscle. My strength, so I stopped squatting early and I replaced it with leg press, mainly because I was going to the gym with my dad, and I also just was not enjoying squatting. My bent over row and my back movements in general are the highest that they've ever been in my entire life. My back is also the best that it's ever looked, which is weird because I've never neglected my back. It's just all of a sudden, my back is just so strong and all these back movements, I can just keep adding weight every session. It was fantastic. My bench press, I do not think this is the strongest my bench press has ever been. I think I'm close to matching it. If I'm not matching it at this body weight, I think my bench press has been stronger when I was about 20 pounds heavier on body weight. My shoulder press, this is actually the strongest my shoulder press has ever been by, I would say, 15 pounds. And even then, repping this for 4 reps was extremely easy. Turkesterone really does feel like adding weight or reps onto things is really easy and natural, as opposed to trying to like psych yourself out so that you can push yourself. I feel like I didn't really have to push myself that much to just get more weight on the bar or to get more reps in. My deadlift is technically the strongest that it's ever been, but I've never really focused on training deadlift because I have only ever had a home gym setup that went up to 300 pounds total, including the bar and the weights. And my leg press, I think this is possibly the strongest that I've been on leg press because it's 2 reps higher on that weight. That's just from memory though. I will not say that for sure, but 100% for sure, I'm the strongest on shoulder press and row and my back movements in general right now. Side effects, I have only experienced good side effects. I have a larger appetite, which means I had to eat more to be satisfied, but I didn't gain any weight from the extra calories. I had to eat more when I increased the dose from 2 pills a day to 4 pills a day as well. I also had less fatigue and soreness. In fact, I don't have any memory of being sore the day after working out, despite the fact that I'm going balls to the wall in the gym and I'm really pushing myself, increasing my weight, the reps every session, and I just didn't get sore. My fatigue would only really last until I went to sleep, and then by the time that I woke up the next day, I felt fine. However, it's possible that this isn't because of Turkesterone. It is possible that this is because of the vitamin E and ashwagandha that is in Turk Builder. It is shown that you can have less fatigue and soreness because of those supplements, so I don't know if I can attribute that to Turkesterone. One side effect that I've seen people claim to be getting is better pumps. I never experienced better pumps. I don't know if people are just using like bad pre-workouts or if they just don't consume carbs before their workout, but my pump quality was the same on turkesterone compared to no turkesterone. My pumps have never been that great. Maybe if I was at a higher dose, the pumps would be great. But at 2 pills and 4 pills a day, I didn't really experience these extravagant pumps. I think I'm also just a pretty vascular person. I'm not the leanest. I'm about 15 to 17% body fat. I would say actually 17% body fat, not 15. But I'm pretty vascular in like the shoulder and my arms and stuff. So beyond that, for those with doubts, right? Greg's Turk Builder, his turkesterone product, is not complex with hydroxypropyl beta cyclodextrin, which a lot of people have been hard on me, bagging on me, saying that Turk Builder won't work because it's not complex with hydroxypropyl beta cyclodextrin. However, Derek has said himself in a video, which I'm going to put up after I explain, Derek More Plates More Dates, his turkesterone product is complexed under the assumption that orally administering turkesterone has low bioavailability.
Turkesterone does not actually it's not actually implied that it has poor bioavailability in the studies. It's more so these studies showing this significant enhancement of bioavailability of ecdysterone, and then by consequence, I'm just assuming that turkesterone is poor, and I also have to go about this route of administration. So that's what we did. We ended up getting the proper standardization of turkesterone at 10%. And then above and beyond that, we had to complex it with the hydroxypropyl beta cyclodextrin in order to get this overall orally bioavailable version of it, hopefully, that is going to produce a very significant effect, or significant enough to justify its use.
So I don't mean to bag on Derek. I'm just saying that no one really knows much about Ecdy steroids, and assuming Greg's turkesterone won't work because it isn't complexed isn't fair to you, me, or him, because none of us really know anything, right? We don't know anything for sure. There's not enough science in Ecdy steroids in general, in turkesterone. Maybe Greg's Turk doesn't work as well as Derek's. I don't know that. I don't think anyone really knows for sure, but there's an assumption that hydroxypropyl beta cyclodextrin increases the bioavailability of turkesterone. So Greg's turkesterone supplement, Turk Builder, has vitamin E, ashwagandha, and bioprene in it. Vitamin E and ashwagandha are not there to increase bioavailability. However, bioprene has apparently increased the body's ability to absorb supplements when it's taken with it. Greg's also putting something in his supplement. Maybe it's obviously cheaper to just throw bioprene into his stuff. He has something in his supplement to like try and make it more bioavailable. We don't know if it works. There's not really any science behind it, but I think Turk Builder works. Okay, so beyond my use, I've been having my 55, 56-year-old dad use it. I don't know how old he is. He's definitely one of those though. He says he can feel the benefit, which I actually think that his word goes farther than mine. He's been more of a elite athlete in the past compared to me, and he knows his body really well, and he feels terrible because he's decaying and he's old, and he honestly needs like TRT or some kind of hormone replacement. He's not on anything currently, but he says that Turk Builder, he's been using Greg's Turk Builder 2 pills a day, has been making him feel more energetic. He is not as tired when he's running on no calories or less calories. When he goes to the gym with me, he was just so much stronger compared to last time. He was just pushing and pushing. And I don't actually think that his use is placebo. He's past all that. He always works hard in the gym with me, and he was just pushing it, man. His strength is so much higher even after just 1 week of using turkesterone. It was actually crazy. I am documenting his use of Turk Builder as well for you older folk, because I'm 22. Anything will work for me. Older folk, you don't know, but for him, it has been working. So in my opinion, turkesterone is kind of like creatine 2.0, and depending on how you look at it, that can be life-changing. Creatine works 100%, and I just can't compare it to other anabolics because everyone else says that it's not comparable to other anabolics in real-world use. And creatine 2.0 is what I think Vitruvian Physique called it, and I think even Sush called it that in a episode of Mogcast, and James English agreed. Vitruvian Physique has no experience in using anabolics. He is a lifetime natural, but Sush and James English are not natural. They're They're on stuff, man. So I feel like they would know more than us. I think that Turk Builder or Turkesterone in general is great for people who have the money for it. If you have the money for it, why not use it? I'm sure you're buying other supplements. You're probably buying even just BCAAs and EAAs, which don't really do much. They're just like flavored water, but you probably buy them anyway. It's also great for plateaued natties. It'll work. There's people coming out saying that not being able to increase their weight for whatever length of time, they added this and changed nothing, and all of a sudden their lifts are going up. So the last group that I think Turkesterone is great for, or Ecdy steroids in general, is young people looking for the fast track to aesthetics with Instagram and YouTube and I guess TikTok nowadays. I don't go on TikTok. You see all these people, they have amazing physiques and they claim they're natural or they're on SARMs and they're transparent about whatever they use, and you want to get on these things. You shouldn't use those things. You should try these Ecdy steroids first. I have experienced no bad side effects. I'm under the impression that they won't have negative side effects in the long term, but it'll likely be less than anything else you want to take. So probably just spend the $150 on Turk and make it last for 5 months. It'll do you better than hopping on SARMs or something, man. My advice is you should get enough to last for 2 months, which if you're a woman, you can make 1 bottle last for 2 months because it's 60 pills. And if you're a male, you should do 2 pills minimum, in my opinion. Just based off of my use, I'm like the pinnacle of average. I'm average height and average weight. And I honestly think I have average genetics when it comes to strength and physique. And I saw changes at 2 pills a day. You run this for 2 months at 2 pills a day. That'll only be 2 bottles. You're not exactly breaking the bank. It's like $80. Yeah, so just try it for 2 months if you have the money. If it works for you, that's amazing. I hope it works for everyone that buys a supplement. For the future, I will be increasing my dose to 6 pills a day for weeks 9 to 12. And beyond that, I'm going to be on Turk Builder for at least the next 16 weeks. I have ordered more. And starting at week 13 of Turk Builder use, I'm going to be doing something slightly different to make it more interesting. You guys can probably guess, but starting at week 13, the series is going to ramp up a little bit. Going to be some really good scientific testing, man. So if you want to purchase any, please use my affiliate link in the description. It does support me. I have 4 more months of Turk documentation coming at a minimum, whether you use my affiliate link or not. So if you want to wait on buying Turkesterone, you just follow my series and you can decide for yourself. I think Turk works. Otherwise, I would not be buying it. Happy New Year. I hope Turk works for you if you buy some. Thank you for watching my video, and shoes.